Aaron Pico isn't just debuting in the UFC. He's walking into a 5-round war with a man who hasn't lost a single fight. Movsar Evloev. 19-0, ranked number 4. A human spreadsheet of precision and punishment.
And the UFC didn't hand Pico a tune-up fight. No slow climb, no easy rankings bump. They handed him a live grenade and said, let's see what happens.
Aaron Pico's hype didn't start in a cage. It started on a wrestling mat, where he became a world-class freestyle wrestler and Olympic alternate at just 19.
By the time he turned pro, his name was already hot. Bellator scooped him up before he even threw a punch in pro MMA. He had knockout power in his fists and a wrestling pedigree most fighters would kill for. The MMA world said, this kid, he's different. But talent isn't bulletproof. His debut, a loss. Then another, and another. People whispered the dreaded word, bust. Except Pico didn't flinch.
Bellator redemption arc. Instead of retreating, he rebuilt. New coaches, smarter training, fewer brawls, more brutality, and it worked. 7 of his last 9 wins came by knockout. He started putting people to sleep with alarming consistency. He was no longer the boy wonder. He was a force, but something was missing. He never fought for the Bellator title. He stayed in the rankings, dangerous, but just outside the spotlight. So the question grew louder. Was he stuck, or was he waiting for something bigger? Behind the scenes, Pico leaves Bellator and PFL. In late 2024, quietly, Pico left Bellator. Soon after, he popped up in the PFL roster, but never fought. No injury reports, no press tours, just radio silence. Then rumors swirled. The UFC was circling, but they weren't going to sign him just for a name. They wanted a fight that mattered. And Pico? He wasn't going to sign for a low-stakes debut. Signing with UFC, the pressure cooker ignites. April 2025. Pico announces he's officially signed with the UFC. He says he wants Aljamain Sterling. Then he says he wants Brian Ortega. He throws rocks at giants. And then, out of nowhere, the fight that almost didn't happen, it happens. Movsar Evloev, undefeated, ranked number 4, clinical, brutal, and built like an algorithm. Most fighters ease in. Pico launched himself into the deep end wearing ankle weights. The Evloev factor, UFC's underrated menace. Evloev isn't flashy, he's not loud, he doesn't need to be. He just wins. 19-0. Nobody's beaten him. Not Dan Ige, not Hakeem Dawodu. He dismantles fighters piece by piece. He's the kind of guy who should be next in line for Volkanovski. Instead, he took a fight against an unranked UFC newcomer. Why? Some say Evloev wanted to stay active. Some say Pico is more dangerous than his record shows. Others think this is UFC matchmaker chess. See who sinks, who swims. Either way, one thing's clear. This isn't a favor. It's a trapdoor for both men. UFC's hidden play. Why this fight really got booked. Dana White didn't sugarcoat it. Most people consider him the top free agent in the world. That's rare air. UFC doesn't say that about newcomers unless they believe the hype. And they didn't bury this fight on the prelims. It's co-main in Abu Dhabi. 5 rounds. Lights on. No excuses. If Pico wins, he leapfrogs into the top 5. If he loses, he did it on the biggest stage, with everyone watching. But maybe this isn't just about Pico. Maybe this is about Evloev. Prove you're next in line. Or hand your spot to someone who hasn't even had a UFC fight yet. Pico's mindset. Manifestation meets mayhem. On Instagram, Pico wrote, "This is more than just a dream come true, it's the beginning of a new chapter." It wasn't marketing fluff, you could feel it. This wasn't a victory lap. It was a war declaration. Years of being the potential guy, of being the almost contender. Now, he's not trying to arrive quietly. He's trying to kick the damn door in. Why this fight could reshape the featherweight division. Volkanovski is nearing the end. Top contenders are circling like sharks. And this fight, it's a tidal wave in disguise. If Pico wins, he's not just on the map. He is the map. A title eliminator, next fight, a pay-per-view slot, locked. If Evloev wins, he shuts down the hype and stamps his claim. But if he loses, he doesn't just fall, he crashes. The rankings shift, the storyline changes, and suddenly, the featherweight division gets a brand new villain or a brand new hero. This isn't just a fight, it's a message. This fight isn't about rankings, it's about power. Pico wants to prove he's always belonged. Evloev wants to prove nobody else does. One walks out a future contender, the other walks out with a haunted look in their eyes. This isn't a debut, it's a collision, and it might just change everything. I'm Jax Teller for Behind the Lines. See you next time.
745 with